let's get into it. I've got my Carwyn Cellars glass, as talked about in the previous stream. It matches my Eagles hat. And cheers to all the chatters. We've got Joey. Yeah, what is that like numbers thing that's showing up on YouTube now? And then it has like XP points or some shit. What's that all about? I just sent you a message back, Phil. So you should be good to go now, brother. Cheers, Evie. We're back, baby. We're back. So everyone's saying hello to each other. Cheers, boys and girls. Let's get into it. I'm thirsty. I feel like more than two tonight, I'll be honest. They're small cans too, so that doesn't help the cause. So this is the can size I'm drinking tonight, and then this is what I normally have. Bullshit. That's why I said I might even have a third. Yeah, they're definitely more expensive than that, Joey. Maybe out in the suburbs they're that price, but in the city they're way more expensive than that. Looks pretty good. So we've got probably medium carbonation. It's reasonably clear, maybe a little haze to it. It's got that sort of white bread biscuity malt look. It's like a light straw. Looks a bit darker on my camera. About a 3 to 4 finger white foamy head. Looks pretty good top down, I must say. Probably low end medium body. Yeah. Probably looks more like a modern Westie than an old one. It's hard to say. It's sort of in between. Let's go a whiff. Got stuck on the waiting screen. So you were just looking at the can going, oh, when's this fucking thing starting? Yeah, someone was saying last night, refresh. Yeah, cheers, brother. I'm excited. Be interesting to see how long it takes. Yeah, cool can artwork. It's real floral. Like it honestly it honestly feels like I'm sitting in someone's front yard on a summer's day. Like real floral and grassy. There's like a little touch of I reckon it's like guava and melon. There's like some tropical fruit there. But yeah, it doesn't smell like a West Coast. It's quite odd. It's going to be one of those ones, I reckon, that's the smell is completely different to the taste. Maybe some grapefruit. Good God. Yeah, I can't even remember the last one I had, but I remember them being fairly common in Australia when I first got into craft beer. Most of their beers were like nothing special, but I just remember always seeing that logo. It was like them, Sierra Nevada, Rogue, Knee Deep, uh, Oscar Blues, couple of the San Diego ones. What's the one that used to have? I think it used to have a tram on it. That was quite popular, and then you had the beer that had the bike on it that changed recently to a different style, and everyone was angry about it. That was another one. Yeah, and you'd see like Sam Adams. Yeah. Cheers, Steve. Oh shit. Okay. Sorry, dude. I'll put that in there. I forgot all about that. There you go, bro. I just want to get onto it straight away for you, so I'm not holding you up. Yeah. One thing that was fucked with, yeah, that's it, New Belgium. That was one of them, Paul. Yep. Um, yeah, one thing that was fucked with Australia is I used to always think American craft beer was real shit, but all it was is they used to import stuff over here, and it'd be stuff that was old when it was in America. So by the time it got to Australia, it was like 2 years old, and none of it had had dates on it. And you'd drink it, and you'd be like, "This is fucking terrible." Why do people keep raving about American craft beer? So yeah, you're getting these stores in like I used to go to Geelong heaps to get my craft beer because like that was sort of the closest place to get it. There was this wine cellar that did like American craft beer, and yeah, I'd hate to know how much money I spent in there on fucking beers that were like 2 years old. Eventually, it hit me that I was buying stuff that was like way out of expiry. I was ignorant at the time and didn't really realise that like hop forward beers only lasted like 6 months or so. Yeah, true. And nice of you to say that as I'm just about to review one. But yeah, in all honesty, I'm not really expecting much. I just wanted to revisit them, if anything. I just thought it was they had this hyped brewery cellar maker, and then they had Knee Deep, which I think are pretty decent, and then they had Anderson Valley, and it's like, well, I've got a couple of beers from the other two. I may as well at least get one from Anderson Valley and do a review. And then it's like, oh, West Coast, why not? Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And that, like, obviously, you guys being in sort of states where yous weren't in like major cities and that, like being in the country and that a little bit. Yous would be getting old stuff, and then we'd be getting the real fucking old shit. PA fresh. Cool. That's awesome. I remember an old workmate. He used to collect a lot of like antique stuff and like signs, and he'd go like prospecting and gold digging and all that sort of stuff. He come across these they're like old cars and old trucks that were like by the whiskey companies and filled with that whiskey. And anyway, he had an old Jim Beam car, and it was it looked so awesome. He wanted to keep the car, but he wanted to fuck the whiskey off, and he was only sort of a part time drinker. Didn't really drink much, and yeah, I think he didn't really think much of the bourbon. And he knew that I like a drink, and he's like, if you want, you can have some of this bourbon whenever you want. He's like, I don't know, you can come round to my joint, we'll have dinner, and you can just smash a heap of bourbons, and I'll give you a lift home. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, I ended up pretty much finishing the whole car for him over a few different sessions. And like he was real appreciative of it, and I was too, because I was drinking this like fucking 30-year-old bourbon that was like going down like water. Yeah. It was like, yeah, something to do with preserving the beer. Yeah, I just can't get over how it's like floral and tropical. Like I don't smell pine or like, yeah, there's certain, it doesn't really come across like caramel toffee either. I did say grapefruit. There is some sort of citrus there. Anyway, let's get into it. I got a feeling it's going to be one of those ones I'll drink it and it'll just taste heaps different than it smells. Cheers. Mm, it's actually quite piney. it's, 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 it's actually not a bad beer. It tastes pretty good. The body's a little bit light, but it's definitely got some caramel backbone to it. I'd say caramel and biscuit. It's piney, it's earthy. Yeah, it's got some tropical fruit on the nose, but not so much on the palate. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting like grapefruit and tangerine as well. It's completely different on the nose. It's so weird. Yeah, like dry hopping, just leaving them in there. A vodka and a dragon. Cool. Red wine. Time to get up for a run. Nah, fucking, I'm sleeping in. Cheers, Dave. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Yeah, this beer's not too bad. I'm quite surprised. I feel like it's like relatively fresh, which probably makes a massive difference. All the other Anderson Valleys I probably drank are probably 2 years old. It's clear as day now. Like you can see straight through it. Like medium straw colour. Yeah. Still get a little touch of that floral note on the taste. But yeah, very piney, which you didn't get at all on the smell. Like it actually tastes like it's got a fairly high IBU, which we're all about. Um, I have is that the Chubbles X? So that I've got the Chubbles X left and the Agadoo. And the only reason I've got them left is because I'm waiting to review them. Otherwise, I would have drank them ages ago. We need to get that bloody Chubbles one done soon. You know it. You fucking know it. Yeah. Yeah. This one surprised me a little. I must say, I was slightly concerned when I smelt it. I'm like, this does not smell like a Westie at all. It's amazing though how different it tastes. Like it's and it was I think it was like wasn't it 7 point something percent? Yeah, 7.6. So it's got a bit of oomph to it as well. Just needs to be a bigger can. I'm not a fan of these small cans. I like the 440s or the 500s. These are all right if you're sessioning a beer and you're having a heap of them, but when you just get the one beer and you're sort of enjoying it, and then next minute it's gone. It's like fuck's sake. Yeah. I was saying how like I'd had a few of their beers back in the day, but nothing ever really like blew me away. They're always just sort of solid or a little bit shit. Cool. Good old Brum. I liked in Brum recently how like after Ozzy passed away, there was like a vehicle with a trailer with a big screen showing footage of Ozzy singing live. That was awesome. I'm like, I want to be in Brum, just driving the streets and singing Aussie songs. One of the ladies at work's originally from there, and yeah, she's like, "Oh, I just want to be back home. It just seems so cool there. Good vibes at the moment." Hops, Sultana, Eureka, Lotus. That's what's in the bottle. Are you saying that's what's in this West Coast IPA? Or the beer that, yeah, you mentioned before? It's a very random hop combo, whatever it is. Yeah, I'll be around. I should be around this Saturday morning, so Yeah. Yeah, they're three random hops, aren't they? Yeah. I like though when you don't expect much and it's a beer that you sort of like, wow, this is actually good. There's nothing worse so when you've spent big pennies on something and it's meant to have a heap of hype and then it's trash. That's when you're like, yeah, decent. Some they are. Yeah. Yeah, fucking oath. I'll have a shot of Anderson Valley's West Coast IPA, please. Yeah, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's definitely as far as like when I go to the UK, like I definitely want to go to Brum. I think just being a hardcore Black Sabbath fan alone just makes me want to go there. But yeah, it's like I don't know, sort of like all the canals, the working class sort of history. Um, yeah, I honestly feel like it'd have like good beer scene and that as well. Not sure about like the food, but I feel like most English cities have awesome food, just heaps of different ethnic options. Yeah, it's funny. Like, I want to go to the UK. Like, I want to go to England so bad, but I feel like the cities I want to go to, they're sort of all like it's like not. I couldn't give a fuck about London. Like, I want to go to like Manchester, Liverpool, and Brum. Yeah, yeah. I remember that beer. It was pretty funny. Did he pick it out, or they just randomly did it? He's like, fair enough. Yeah, expectation management. Yeah, overrated, I reckon. I get slammed when I call them overrated, but I honestly think they are. Name another half beer apart from like a double or triple hazy that's blown you away. Exactly. I just feel like they're a bit of a one trick pony. Even like their hyped stouts and that, I just don't think they're that great. I seen footage once of a busker singing Arctic Monkeys, and it must have been when there was an Arctic Monkeys gig on, and all the people were walking either side of the canal. They must have been heading to the stadium where it was on, or just leaving the stadium where it was on. And he's there busking, and everyone's singing. It just had such a rad vibe to it. I was like, I want to go to that city. Crowded. Yeah. Yeah, cool. Yep. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I feel like York could be like cask, is it? Or cask. Does Rob want to do the big bad wolf with us? Because he sent that message to me saying he's got it. That'd be cool if it's like me, you, and him, and it'd be Peter as well, wouldn't it? Yep. Yep. Yeah, didn't you say that's Glasgow? Yeah. I don't know. I think though, like, just because I've never done a beer review with Rob, I just think it'd be something different. If he, if he was, say, if he was wanting to do it this Saturday, your Friday night, and maybe just an hour or two earlier than what we've been doing, I'd probably do it. Just as long as it's not stupid early. It's because I just finished work, bro. I'm only 1.5 beers deep. Good to see you. Yeah, that is Sturchley where that what's the name of the brewery? Glass House. Is that where Glass House is? See, I was saying to Adam and Harry, I want to try some Glass House ales and go to Cadbury while I'm there. Don't they have a really good bottle shop or something in that area? I've heard all about it a million times from Harry and Adam and Craig, even Rob. I remember the stream where Harry and Rob were there. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that's it. Attic, Birmingham Brew Co. Yeah, yeah. So in like where Brum's situated, what what side of the city is Sturchley? Is that sort of like like east or west or because I know I'm pretty sure where Harry lives is sort of isn't he sort of like east of the city? And then southeast is Coventry. You're getting sent to Coventry. From what I remember, he was sort of northeast, I think, like where his parents are. Yeah, you sexy kitten, you. Yeah. One thing that fucking shits me with Australia, we had all these rad railroads back in the day. Oh no, we're gonna fucking get rid of them all, and people can just drive. And now they've let in so many people in the country. It's like the roads can't handle it. Oh, we need all these train tracks. Ugh. Where are they all, you fuckheads? Uh, Cotteridge wine. It sounds so English. I reckon you'd be able to even get cheese in there and stuff. Yeah, yeah, cool. I love how whenever I go on a rant about shit that's gone wrong in our country, Evie's always like, "We are doomed." I just want to go to those real old school pubs in England where everything's fucking slanted and like the corridors are tiny and like the doorways like they just fit over my head. I just think it'd be so cool to just be in pubs that are fucking way older than the country I live in. Cool. Even Paul's been there. You've only been to the UK once, haven't you, dude? When you did that Manchester piss up, or have you been a couple of times? You certainly made the most of it anyway. That's exactly what I'll do when I go there. Let's finish up this West Coast, eh? And then possibly do another. This is what I'm on, young Thomas, if you're still there. The old Anderson Valley, I bet you had a beer from them about 10 years ago. But yeah, surprisingly all right. Went in not expecting much, smelt it, thought, what have we got here? This ain't no West Coast IPA. And then tasted it and went, hello. Hello, you. Yeah, not bad, dude. Not bad. I feel like it's fresh, so that obviously helps. But smelling it, it was like you got sort of biscuity malt and then like this floral, like real weird sort of smell. I'm like, this is shit. Like floral and like tropical. But then, yeah, on the palate, it's completely different beast. Like piney, yeah, like slightly resinous, like citrus fruit. Touch of that caramel malt. Hello, very nice. Yeah, fucking lockdown. Didum. Fuck yeah. A lesser extent, Thomas. Why does he get Mr. Wilson? Is that because of Mr. Wilson, the character on TV? He missed. Was it TV or a movie? Hey, Mr. Wilson. Is that Dennis the Menace? I can't remember. I know on Home Improvement, the guy over the fence's name was Wilson, wasn't it? Yeah. One thing I have in the cupboard, I'm like, ooh, I wouldn't mind ripping into them. M&M's, the crispy ones. Ooh, they are the shit. Little I don't even know. It's like a crispy little malt center and then chocolate and shell around the outside. Delightful. Cheers, Craig. Yeah, I thought so. And Home Improvement. Remember, was it? I think her name was Heidi on Home Improvement. The girl that the lady that was on the show. She was like hot. I remember her being a little kid and thinking she was hot as hell. Yeah. Yeah, I remember when, because being Australian, you always shorten people's names or give them nicknames or add fucking O's on the end or whatever. I remember being in like maybe Simo's or Craig's or someone's chat, and I was calling David Dave because that's just what you do in Australia. And someone's going, "Oh, what are you calling him Dave for?" I'm like, "I'm just being myself." And he's like, never. He's always like, "How you going back to me?" and that. It's like never really said anything negative about it. So I will continue to do so. This beer is decent. When was the last time you had an Anderson Valley beer, Craig? You'd be the same as me, I reckon. It was probably like 9, 10 years ago. It was probably some shitty fucking blood orange goes or something like that. Smarties, yeah, fucking oath. Nestle. They've even got Smarties like chocolate blocks. Yeah. Little Dave the Bulldog. He's gonna fucking run into your legs and knock you over. Here he is. Short a straw. That's got to be your theme song, Juzz. The Shortest Straw by Metallica. Good riff. Yes. I got the new Ramjet and the Black Forest Ramjet today, Adam. Should be good. I still can't believe we. I still can't believe we drank Ramjet in that hotel foyer, and we're just like, I think we were way too pissed to be drinking, or what? It just didn't seem like the right time to be drinking that. It's like such a rad beer, and yeah, we're just fucking sharing it like fucking animals at whatever time in the morning. Yeah, boy. Just about to finish my second beer. It's a shit though. Look how small the cans are. It's like when we're at Carwin, you're like, "Oh, can you fill it up, please?" So, for those of you that know Juzzy is in the short straw and does all the charity work for the homeless in Melbourne, we've come to the conclusion that he doesn't really do all that. It's all a hoax. He really just keeps the money and goes to Bali. Thanks for your donations, guys. I'm just getting a manicure and a pedicure on the beach and drinking a cocktail. Thanks for your support. No, he's a good kid. There are, I think they've got, what is it, 20 backpacks or so, Juzz, they're about to give out to the homeless. full of all these supplies. I've done really well. They've raised about $1,700, I think. Yeah, that's Adam. That's this guy, Evie. Mersey Beers. When we're at Carwin Cellars, I fell asleep on the way there, and then he fell asleep at the bar. And I'm just there going, I win. Yeah, he's tricking us all. Yes, I'm thirsty. 20 full backpacks. Cool. So yeah, it had like, what did it have? It had, was it a blanket, gloves, first aid kit, yeah, I can't remember all the stuff it had in it. Was it an umbrella? It's a fucking awesome idea though. It's got heaps of different shit in it. 2,000 one-way tickets to Tassie. Yeah, Port Arthur. Yeah. Good old bourbon barrel age. Yeah, we had the Norwegian one, the licorice one. Oh yes. Yeah, well they've come out with the normal Ramjet and then the special edition one this year's Black Forest. So I'll be reviewing both of them on the channel in the next week or two. Cheers, Lee. Welcome back in. I think we've seen you last night a few times. Yeah. Was wasn't that the exact beer I said? Oh, that is fucking awesome. I don't know why, but I just thought of that beer and I thought, I bet you've had it as well. Yes, I am the king. Yes. Is anyone out there drinking? Highly unlikely. I got a box of beers here sitting at my feet that need to go in the fridge. I really need to buy a new fridge. I need to sort my shit out so I've got a fridge that's actually inside the house with my beers. I'm sick of going out to the cold to get more. Yeah, dude, it's been in the fridge for about a week. Um, I've got I've got two fruit sours. One of them I'm reviewing with Adam. Maybe some others. I've got the Big Bad Wolf that I'm reviewing with him. Maybe some others. And then yeah, got the red IPA just sitting there ready to drink. Yeah, there was like another fruit sour. I had a West Coast from One Drop last night. Yeah. I've got quite a few terpenes beers in the fridge. I need to do a stream of just terpenes or weed forward beers. Worldwide, baby. Yeah. Yeah. I reckon you should tip a little Bailey's into that coffee and get yourself started, bro. True. Oh, tonight, for example, was quite cold, so they're probably fridge temperature anyway. Here we go. This is what's in the supplies in the backpacks. We've got sleeping bag, umbrella, torch, first aid kit, socks, gloves, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, beanie, snacks, motivation card, and a lollipop. Cool, dude. Yeah. When you did the video, when you were sort of showing the stuff off Temu, I was like, yeah, I reckon they'll be throwing in some food and stuff as well. Everything else you pretty much had on in that video. I remember you had the motivation cards. Ooh, fancy boy. How's it going down? I've got a beer from them in the fridge too. It's a Josh from last beer will be very excited. It's a wheat wine, and it's collab with someone very random. I was like, why the fuck is that brewery doing a collab of a wheat wine? Vine Stefana. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, it's Pahala and Vine Stefana doing a barrel aged wheat wine. I think it's barrel aged. But yeah, I just happened to see it in that bar I was at last Saturday. I'm like, I have to buy this. You forgot your dignity, bro. Nah, it's good. Good shit, dude. You've done well. Anyone that's not subscribed to Short Straw, do that shit. Check out his channel. Have you got that, Craig? I have it. Adam has it. Does Peter have it as well, Adam? And Mr. Robert has it. It's big boozy stout. Yes. Fill that stomach up. Cool. Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't really think of that. Very true. Wheat wine. Wheat wine. Let's do a what? Can anyone get wheat wines? Let's do a wheat wine stream. That'd be cool. Yeah, do it. Do it. I think our one drop stream, Adam, will be separate now because it sounds like we might have a few big bad woofers. We might have to just do the sour one separate because originally we're just going to do the two together, me Me, Paul, and I mean Paul. PA Brew News. It's got a one drop. Me, Craig. Oh God, what am I doing? I can't think. I keep thinking Clueless Drinker, and I'm fucking up the names. Me, Adam, and Peter were going to do that beer together, but other people may have it. I'm eating a prawn shepherd's pie. I believe we call them shrimp, apparently, just like we drink Foster's all the time. Cool. Smoky wheat wine. Sounds even better. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Rob's got Big Bad Wolf, and if Craig can get it as well, might turn into a big thing. That'd be cool. Like 4 English guys and an Aussie doing an Aussie stout together. Cool. That's awesome, dude. I bet you it's damn tasty. Are you, when it comes to wine, do you like a heap of different styles? See, most people I know, like most of my mates and family and whatever, everyone seems to prefer red, but I like white as much as I like red. Just depends on the styles, really. And that's one thing I like about the Nelson hop in beer. It's very white winey. Fisherman's pie. You make a good point there. Yep. Yeah, well, I do have a couple of others, Craig. I could probably let you know of some of the names if you come across them. Cheers, dude. Enjoy your kip and have another great day at work while the tax man takes all your money. And yeah, I got to get back to you on the whole backpack journey thing. See what happens. I got a feeling I've got a beer festival on that same day, but yeah, I need to look into it more. No. Oh, is it the? That's that. Isn't that Polish style? Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that, dude. I'm certainly not a wine snob. Like, yeah, I could. I'm still at that stage with wine where there's a lot of really good wine. I wouldn't be able to tell much difference between that and like just the basic. I mean, there are some you can definitely tell, but yeah, I'm not as experienced like palate and stuff with wine, but I feel like I've got sort of half of an idea. Similar with like whiskey as well. Yeah. Oh man, I want that now. I must say though, out of their range, that when they brought out the Schwartz beer, I was so keen for it, and I reckon it was average, very average. I thought Schlenkerla, one of my favourite lager breweries. Schwarzbier, one of my favourite lager styles. Together with that smoke, I just thought that is going to be one of the best beers ever. And I honestly feel like it's the weakest beer they've ever done. I was real disappointed in it. It just seemed like shit quality. Like it just didn't seem like it was something they'd brewed. Yeah. Hopefully the Grod's a lot better. Grod Grozitsky. If you haven't hit the old thumbs up yet, feel free to do so. What do we got? We've still got double figures watching. That's good. Bit of consistency helps. I certainly feel like one more beer, but I'll be a good boy and finish it up with this one. I might have a coffee and some M&Ms to finish the night, or even a hot chocolate. Yeah, it's like I'd love one more beer, but yeah, it's like the beers I've got, they're all sort of review beers, and I don't, as I've said, I don't want to oversaturate. Like you don't want too many videos and people start getting sick of popping up on their feed. Bit like Raggy, I love him, but when you see 40 million posts and stuff from him, it like gets a bit much. You naughty wanker. Yeah, it's like just that awkward time. Like I'm sort of just keen to have one or two beers, and you guys would be the same. But by the time I'm wrapping it up, you still don't want to be for another hour or two because you're like working and shit. It sucks. I like your wife. Glad success. How are you, Jagman? I'm assuming you are about an hour or two from finishing work. I reckon tomorrow night I'll review something with a bit of oomph. It's good to just do sort of two. I mean, it's 7.6%, so it's not exactly light, but it's like, yeah, it's only a small can, and then the beer I did before it was only 4%. So I feel fine in the summertime. Yeah, yeah. Cheers, Matt. Good to see you, bro. Nah, it's been good just doing like two a night. Then when like I'll buy more, and it's like a sort of a good amount. Just having two a night, occasionally one a night, or skipping a night, but it's not getting to a point where I'm running out of beer and then like fuck, I need to get more. Like yeah, it's sort of. And I haven't been drinking as much weekends. If I have, it's normally because I've been somewhere else drinking. I can't even remember the last time I've joined like an English panel. It's been a while. Yes. But yeah, I've got a couple of Mountain Culture in the fridge again. Some of their new ones. I've got their They've got 4 Imperial Stouts now. I've still got to get the final one. I'm going to do all 4 of them side by side, so that'll be a good video. Yeah, I've got the Ramjet and the Black Forest Ramjet, which I'll do in the next week or two. What else? Yeah, I've got those 2 Salamaker beers. I could possibly do one of them tomorrow night. Good tap takeover that was. Salamaker seemed like a decent brewery. Yeah. Yeah, got some One Drop there, got some Garage Project. Anyway, I'm going to wrap it up and go and snack on some M&Ms. Yeah, boy. Yep. Yeah, thanks for joining. It's been another good night of streams. Always good to go on our little tangents and rant about shit or big stuff up or banter or whatever it is. Good times. Always fun. It's like our own little pub that we like to go to after hours. So I'll be back similar time tomorrow night. I'm not doing much overtime at work this week, so most of the times I'm setting are pretty accurate. But I'll try and do something with a bit more hype, a bit bigger tomorrow night. We'll go from there. Cheers, peeps. We'll see you again soon. Oh, actually, score. I'm going to give a score for this beer. Hold it right there. Um, I'm terrible with that lately. There's been a few where I've missed. So yeah, Anderson Valley West Coast IPA. Pretty ordinary on the palate. On the nose. I thought this beer is going to be shit. And then on the palate, it really surprised me. So I was like really floral on the nose and like tropical fruit. I'm like, what is this? A goes or a hazy? What's going on? And then all of a sudden you got this caramel toffee malt and pine and resin and it's actually pretty decent. Bit more body to it would have been nice. It's a bit light. But I reckon 4.1 out of 5. I think would be generous. I really wanted more. The old small cans sort of annoyed me a little. So, yeah, make me think a bit more of Anderson Valley now because, as I said, like I'd had some pretty average beers from them over the years, but being in Australia, they were probably old. So, yeah, I'm out. Cheers.